At 05:30 a.m., dawn breaks over the Sea of Azov. A Russian Buyan M-class corvette, armed with 8-caliber cruise missiles, powers up to strike Ukrainian cities. Its steel deck gleams, crew unaware. Above them, 7 Ukrainian drones approach. 2 Rababa scouts, 2 spear jammers, 3 Bober attack drones. Small, cheap, but deadly. Predators circling prey. A checkpoint hears the high-pitched whine first. Zu-23 autocannons bark, 23mm tracers ripping through the sky. Each shell could vaporize a drone instantly. One Rababa pushes to 432 km/h, jukes hard left and escapes. Gunfire wakes every Russian position within 10 kilometers. Telegram messages spread faster than the radio. Surprise is lost. The drones skim rooftops at 10 m altitude. Operators dodge obstacles blindly when 110,000-volt power lines appear. Screens flicker, compasses spin. For 3 agonizing seconds, nothing but static. Then, vision restored, clearing a radio tower by inches. Soldiers pour into the streets, rifles barking. One Rababa is shredded, detonating in flames. A sacrifice, but the swarm keeps flying. Physics shields them. At low altitude, radar horizons shrink. 50-kilometer detection range drops to 12 kilometers. The drones weave through corridors of safety. But statistics strike back. A Rababa takes a burst, spirals into the dirt, and explodes. 2 drones were lost. Every survivor grows more valuable. The disaster. The mission brief was wrong. Not old SAMs, but Panzer S-1 systems launch 6 57E6E anti-drone missiles. Each carries 200 tungsten spheres at 1/800 mm each, forming clouds 10 meters wide. A 3-dimensional box of death. Operators have 4 seconds to decide: abort or charge straight in. One gamble. He recalls the flaw: 1.2-second arming delay. At 432 km/h, the drone covers 144 mm before the warheads can arm. He dives. Missiles scream overhead, fuses still safe. By the time they're alive, he's already beneath. Armor stolen from enemy's safety. He levels at 5 min-meters, lining up on the Podlet K1 radar, heart of the defense net. The Panzer S twin 30mm 2A38M cannons thunder, spitting 5,000 rounds per minute each. Fire control lags: 1.5 seconds to compute, 0.5 to aim, 1.5 for shells to fly 2 kilometers. The drone shifts every 2 seconds, always ahead of math. The impact. The shaped charge ignites. A copper jet blasts through electronics at 7,000 km/s. The Podlet radar dies instantly. Another drone dives on the P-18 Spoon rest radar. Thermal mode switches on, but Dawn's inversion layer bends light. Electric motors glow only 10 degrees above ambient, too faint. Gunners waste 5,000 rounds in a spiral of fire. The Bober slips through, detonates dead center. Another 200 km of radar coverage erased. Now the warship is blind. Its positive M radar struggles to tell drones from 2 Mars sea waves. Doppler filters choke as drones fly erratically at 80-120 knots. The Russian corvette, worth $500 million, suddenly has less than 2 minutes warning. For sailors, panic sets in. The AK-630M2 Duet CIWS twin 30mm Gatlings spin up, unleashing 10,000 rounds per minute. Designed for 3,000 Tigre P-270 Mosquet missiles, not 150 kilo UAVs zigzagging like hummingbirds. Every firing solution lags 3.5 seconds. Drones shift every 2. The sea foams white with missed shells. Chaff bursts from PK-10 launchers, clouds of aluminum glittering across 50 kilometers. Against radar-guided missiles, perfect. Against camera-guided drones, useless sparkles in the sun. Next, TK-25E jammers roar with 200 watts across 20 milliards 40 GHz. But drones frequency hop 128 times per second. Video drops from 1080p to 480p, still clear enough to kill the corvette. Captain orders evasive S-turns. But physics laughs. A 949-ton hull takes 15 seconds to swing 30 degrees. A drone pivots in 50 milliseconds. At 500 min, operators switch to manual. The radar mast fills their screens. CIWS cannot depress below 5 the GRU. Sailors fire PKM 7.62mm machine guns, but a drone crosses their sights in 0.8 seconds, faster than human reflex. The first bobber slams into the mast. A fireball rips antennas away. Every data link vanishes. 3 M14 caliber missiles sit inert, needing 2 minutes for gyroscopic alignment that the ship no longer has. The second bobber dives port side. The operator steadies his hands, sea spray blurring his lens. He has trained 500 times in simulators for this moment. He corrects for 8-knot drift and 3-decadent list, aiming at frames 44-52, where armor is only 15mm thick impact. A copper jet burns through plating. 3,000 psi hydraulic lines rupture, spraying fire across panels. Coolant bursts, hydrazine fumes ignite. Electrical arcs dance. 8 calibers sit armed but dead, useless in their tubes. Flames swallow the superstructure. Black smoke billows. Yet the corvette does not sink. Listening, scared, it limps toward port. Proud steel reduced to a floating coffin. Hundreds of kilometers away, Ukrainian operators exhale. Drones costing thousands crippled $500 million of firepower. No artillery, no submarine, just ingenuity, coding, and courage. 12 hours later, the warship crawls into port, hull torn, fires still smoldering. Repairs will take 18 months minimum, if sanctions even allow. The calibers meant for Ukrainian cities remain unfired. This was no David versus Goliath. This was David reinventing the sling. Small drones, Rababa and Bober, faced radars, cannons, and missiles, and won. The balance sheet of war has flipped. The age of giants ends. The age of swarms begins. Steel and tradition yield to imagination. In this battle, imagination triumphed over steel.